what to expect with a job in an IT team versus a technology team. Well, first thing I would say is I would always recommend going for jobs in technology teams over IT teams. The IT team in a company will usually be responsible for maintaining the network, setting up hardware such as staff computers, potentially any technology tools that are being used, such as software programs, maybe accounting tools, point of sale tools. But the general point is they will, for the most part, purchase software or hardware, configure it, and not even maintain it going forward, but manage the maintenance of it going forward. Whereas the technology team will, for the most part at least, be producing bespoke solutions, building software or functionality, at least for websites, for web-based systems. Generally speaking, the technology team will have a much wider array of skill sets in it. Technology team will usually have developers, testers, business analysts, project managers, product owners, scrum masters, potentially lots of other roles as well. Whereas in an IT team, you'll usually just have, there'll be a coordinator who'll be doing all the running around, not really doing anything particularly interesting. There'll be someone managing a logging system where people are, creating tickets for issues that they're having. They'll have to deal with a lot more, turn it off and on again, please type issues. Some guys in IT will do very well. If you're the manager, the lead of an IT team where you're in a big enough business, anything over 500 people, then you're talking about IT jobs that actually are pretty good. But you're much more limited in what you can do, and also it's not for the most part at least, it's not a profit generating side of the business. So it's always hard to make the really big money when your team isn't making money for the business. Whereas the technology team, all they have to do, let's say with a website, if they produce an appointment booking system on the website, that could be worth a few million pounds or dollars a year to the business. And so there's a lot more incentive for the senior management to pay well for the technology team, to invest in training in them, or at least more training. And just to add to that, you're going to have a lot more variety then in terms of companies that you can go look for work with, and you can mix it up a bit. Sometimes people like to try working with a large company, then they're like, oof, I don't like that. Go with a little 20-person company where maybe there's only a technology team of 3 people. But again, it's you get that experience. If you go for a job in IT, you're not really going to have that chance. You're always going to have to work in a fairly corporate environment, even if the company's say 200-300 people. By that stage, there's a lot of rules and procedures for everything, and some people don't mind it. I never liked working in businesses where there's too many T's to be crossed, I's to be dotted, and hoops to jump through. The opportunity for promotion also is quite limited, because if you think about it, if you go into an IT team, well, your lead, your manager, he's got the same limitations you do, if not more limitations, because if there's slightly less options with IT as an entry level, there's even fewer as a lead or a manager. Whereas in technology teams, there's usually more layers of management or seniority, and 4 or 5, maybe in some cases 10 times as many different roles. So go for technology if you want my opinion, or go to techherds.com for personalised solutions.